It's time to feel the rage. Join us on Film Rage, where we talk movies, current releases, coming attractions, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim.
Hey.
And Murray.
Yo.
Why is it you always talk all the time? I can't understand why your voice is so...
This is the Merman, the voice of reason. These two can't agree on anything most of the time. Some movies are Mondo, some are just suck. Every week something is going to make us rage. Join us every Wednesday and
feel the rage.
Some people like hockey a little, some people like it a lot. Some people put biscuits in pipes by finding an open slot. Wouldn't you like to find a place? Shooter and Hooters knows a place that we can all go and claim. A place where we can go insane. Bunny and Don are here for you. A one-level hockey takes. Great place to go, and let's all go insane.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode 5, as we were reminded earlier today, of the Shooter and Hooters podcast. I'm Don, and I'm here with Ebz. She may sound a little different because, I don't know, she said she doesn't feel good.
Hello.
But she's pushing through for
I am.
the millions and millions of fans out there.
For the 25,000 downloads we have.
But I didn't show my tits.
Well,
I didn't.
Clearly you have to.
Well, I mean,
that's your job.
If we get to fucking, let me tell you something. If we get, where are we at downloads wise right now?
Just under, close to 60, I think, last time I checked. Nearly
close
70.
60?
60, right. 70, something like that.
We get to 500, I'll show my tits.
Just pointing it out there. We get to 500, I am not showing my tits. That's all done.
We get to 500 and I show my tits, we go down to 499. Real quick. They'll start subtracting downloads. So enough of the boobies. We are a hockey podcast, but the Hooters isn't the name. And apparently I'm the Hooters side of it. Apparently I'm the Hooters side of it.
You're the Hooters and the Shooters. I'm just here for shits and gigs.
You're just here. You're the Aussie.
I'm just here because I can.
So yeah, we waited. Normally we drop our episode. You guys would have heard us already on Monday at 9 a.m. But we decided, fuck that. We're gonna wait for Game 7 to be over. So Game 7 is now over. So we have our Western Conference and Eastern Conference matchup set up. Eastern Conference has been done for a while, because, I mean, the Devils suck, and Toronto is just a fucking waste of a team. Let me tell you, Maple Leafs Twitter lately. You think Rangers Twitter is bad?
Oof, I haven't seen it, but I can imagine.
Go, just put on one of your posts hashtag
Leafs
Maple
or Let's Go Leafs or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead, do it, and then watch all the shit that is going on. Everyone's the fucking GM. Everyone's like, trade Marner to Arizona. Oh, no, not Marner. Trade Austin Matthews to Arizona and get trade Marner and get rid of Tavares. No one wants his contract. Everybody's the fuck. They were so happy when they got Ryan O'Reilly from St. Louis, and now everyone's like, fuck him, he sucks. He's the worst player. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Yeah, but they're not the only team doing that at the moment. Because as of yesterday, we've now got the Oilers are out.
Yeah, the Oilers are out.
And there's a whole lot of Twitter talk about that team as well, because they're all like, "Oh, we got fucking what's his name? Connor whatever his name
Connor
is.
McDavid.
McDavid, that's the one. They're like, oh, you should get rid of him, and what's the point? And are they going to trade him? And what? I'm like, what? Like,
No.
3 days ago, you guys were saying that he's God's fucking gift on green earth. Like, calm down.
Well, no, this is the toxicity of fandom. Everybody's all mad. Leon Draisaitl from games 3 to 6 had 1 assist, did nothing all this series at all against Vegas, and people are mad about it. What are you gonna do? And this is what happens all over. This is any fandom.
Of course it is. I said the same thing about Kane. You heard me. I still stick by that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
That
fine.
was
I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you. It's hard to agree with an Aussie when it comes to hockey, but apparently I have to. But it's just one of those things where, I'm just, yeah. Am I still bitter about the Rangers losing? Yeah, because they shouldn't have, especially to that Devils team that they brought to Carolina and just got fucking waxed almost every game. It's fucking ridiculous. But it's a little bittersweet. I was saying the Rangers are out, and then I was like, all right, Seattle's my team. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the fucking jinx. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just. I mean, we'll say it to you, but I doubt it.
It makes more sense for it to be me because I never watched it before. Then the 1 year I watch it, the Rangers go down. Seattle's just fucking lost, which they shouldn't have, but we won't go there. Everything's going downhill. It's because I'm watching it. I just jinxed it. I jinxed everything. The same thing happened here.
What happens there?
Well, I started watching rugby. The next thing you know, all the fucking players leave or retire.
Well, that's what happens.
It follows me everywhere.
You're fucking up rugby.
Fucking up everything, apparently.
Yeah, well, at least your basketball team's still in it.
Thank God. Only fucking just. Thank you, Tatum, for actually showing the fuck up when we needed you. Only took you 3 fucking games.
Well, this is a hockey podcast.
You brought it up.
We're not going to talk about the NBA.
You brought it up.
Oh, I know. I do all the time. I dig my own grave. So we're looking at, in the Eastern Conference, you got Carolina and you have Florida. Statistically, on paper, ratings-wise, probably the most boring matchup that you could think of on paper. But I feel like, here's what I feel like is happening, and I think this is, and Messier said something on the broadcast tonight about it, and I think he's right. So you have hockey markets that normally wouldn't get the exposure that are now getting the exposure. Florida, Carolina. I mean, Carolina's been there for a little bit, but, now Vegas. I mean, it almost could have been an expansion team matchup between the 2 newest expansion teams. We had Las Vegas and then Seattle, but that didn't happen. So we got Dallas. Dallas and Vegas. I know. I agree with you. But
I still got one in the running, though. I'm pretty proud of myself. Out of all the stuff in the brackets, I picked Vegas to get to the end.
I mean, that still might happen.
I know. Look at me go. I've got one thing going for me.
Look at you go. But, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for both of these matchups because Dallas has won a cup in 99. So Dallas has a cup under their head. Vegas has never won anything. They made it and they lost to Washington. They're a newer team. Carolina has won a Stanley Cup before. I believe it was in, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. They won one already. Florida has been to one, never won one. I don't know. I feel like it's anyone's cup pretty much. Like, I don't think a clear favorite stands out to me. Looking at all 4 of these teams, there's really nobody that stands out to me and goes, all right, this is the favorite right here. Because if you think about it, all the teams that should have been there are not. Boston, the Rangers, the Devils, Colorado. Everyone was picking Minnesota. Teams that would normally be there and go deep or not. And it's going to be interesting to see what that Stanley Cup matchup is now. Based on the 4 teams that are left right now, the way I see it panning out is Dallas and Florida.
Ugh.
I know you love that Florida
I
pick.
hate that Florida got through. Why?
3.
So
I
annoying.
don't know.
So
Well,
annoying. And as much as I had Vegas in the end, I really want Dallas to be the one to be there now that Dallas has gotten through. But please God, if there is a God, he won't let Florida win the end.
yeah, I don't know. They're on such a roll and such a hot streak, and that team is just gelling right at the right time. Like, I mean, Carolina, they're always good, but
Interesting to see how it all pans out.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely be interested. I will be paying attention to both these series and to see where it goes. Obviously for the Cup Finals. I think at this point and juncture, if you look at the 4 teams that are playing, there's one team, that stands out to me more than any.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna hate this pick.
You're gonna say fucking Florida, aren't you?
Florida's the only team
Fuck
right now.
Florida!
I know you hate it, but I'm going reality here. Like, I feel as well-rounded as they are, I don't see.
Fuck Florida.
Well, I mean, a lot of people here in the States say that pretty much daily.
Say that anyway.
It's because it's America's penis, and that's. I mean, it's true. Look at a map.
I
It looks
know.
like America's dick. And then I used to tell Carlos all the time that it's just jizzing all over Cuba. But he didn't like that, so there you go. Yeah, for those of you who don't know who Carlos is, Carlos, me, and my other buddy Zach used to have a podcast. Carlos is from Miami. Carlos likes to talk a lot of shit.
Sucks.
About...
And he's gonna have his fucking ass whooped in the NBA.
Oh man, we're not going there. That's a whole different fucking. That's a whole different thing. Whatever. Anyway, so he likes the Heat. They beat my Knicks in the semis. Great. So now he's got Florida, who this always happens, and he gains confidence as it happens. At the beginning of the playoffs, he'll go, Florida has no business being there. They're going to get smoked by the best team in the league.
Watch hockey. Like, come on.
No, he got the jerseys because he banged some old lady at the arena. Like, I'm pretty positive about it. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. He wheeled her back to the handicap bathroom when it was done. Because I don't know. I'm not.
The gummy ones are better anyway. So.
Well.
Good old gummy blowy for Carlos.
Jesus Christ, that took a turn. I don't think I can say I've ever experienced that. But, I mean, yeah, apparently we're off the rails already. I mean, the show just started. And we're talking about gummy blowjobs and I don't even know.
Look, it's what the people came for, okay?
It's what the people want.
So it's just providing what has been asked, okay?
Exactly. So, I don't know. The playoffs took a turn. It's interesting to see it through. That's all I can really say. I don't know. So, being a Ranger fan, I don't see a lot of West Coast hockey. Only when we play them. So Vegas and Help me.
Vegas, Dallas, Carolina, and Florida.
Yeah. So it's Vegas and Dallas now. Who I like Dallas. I like Jake Ottinger. I like their goalie. I think they're a solid team. I think they're well rounded. I think they withstood all of that Seattle threw at them and moved on. Took 7 games, but that's what happens. Florida got there with ease. Toronto is just a fucking disaster. And I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a really interesting offseason to see what they do to that team. Are they going to gut them? Are they going to keep it as is? Too many cooks in the kitchen, however you want to put it. Carolina, they did to the Devils what the Rangers should have.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I don't understand. There's going to be a lot of stuff to happen to the Rangers this offseason as well. So in the East, I really don't care. I feel like I don't like Carolina. I don't like them.
Carolina, fuck Florida.
I know you don't like Florida, but I have nothing against Florida. So, and I like Matthew Tkachuk. So that's just where that's going to go for me. I think Florida is going to beat them. What?
Nothing.
What did you just say?
Up Chuck Kachuk.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we got the childish thing out of the way early, so that's good. But the series I'm excited about is Vegas and Dallas. I think that's going to be a fun
it's
series.
Going to be really interesting to watch.
I think that's going to be a fun series, and I think it'll be a good one to watch. So yeah, excited to see what's to come and all that. But there are some other matchups that are out there on the Twitterverse, such as mascots that Ebz has drawn, and you have to give her credit because
they're really bad.
You really need to stop saying that.
But they are.
They're not bad. I've seen a lot worse. Like, I want to know, okay, so you've come up with alternative mascots for each team, and you've done the Atlantic Division.
Yes.
So they're all on
So
Twitter.
yes.
They're all on Twitter. Take a look.
Yes. So if you go to @ShooterHooters, one word, ShooterHooters, one word,
Mm-hmm.
the pinned tweet is all of the voting at the moment for the Atlantic Division.
Every time you say our handle on Twitter, it sounds like a porn account.
Look, I'm waiting for the day someone asks me why it isn't, but so far we've had no DMs questioning it, so it is what it is.
Well, apparently I'm showing my tits at some point.
Well,
so
yeah, so it's becoming one.
It's going to become one. I mean, I don't know who's coming for mine. I don't know who's coming for mine, but hey. All good.
But yes, they're all paired up, including 2 alternative versions for Canadians.
Oh, Paul making an appearance. I love that from last episode.
Paul, okay. So after we recorded the last episode, Don and I were talking, and we were saying, like, how would we actually do it for the Canadians? And then he brought up that we have to do a coffee cup because some coffee company, Tim Hortons, is really big over there. I'm going by him. I have no fucking idea.
It is.
So
trust me.
I drew a coffee cup and I drew Paul. So not only do you get to vote on a Canadian one anyway, there's 2.
There's 2.
And it's up for voting for a week. So until Sunday your time, Sunday EST, they'll be up until the next one. They we swapped over.
She really hurt herself trying to do that time conversion.
What? No, I didn't. I was trying to remember if I did Saturday or Sunday.
I hate that time conversion.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. It's great.
It is. 10 o'clock here, 9 o'clock there. Just swap the AM and the PM over and you're good to go. I know my shit.
You know what? You need to stop Need to stop rubbing it in. No, but I love that you. Now, what was the process that you used to draw these? Did you just freehand them?
It's a bit of both. So, depending on what the picture is, and I've come to figure out that regardless if I freehand or trace, I cannot draw hands for shit. They're real bad. But most of it is like a faint sketch that's sort of traced, and then I've built on it. So they're not all
Okay.
completely 100% free, freehand, my designs. I'm not claiming them to be whatsoever. It's designs or images that I've found online that are reference to what I'm trying to draw, and then me adding or changing to it as well. So it's a bit of a mix, depending on what it is.
Let me tell you guys, that Boston Bruins one is one of the dopiest bears I've ever seen in my life, and it's fantastic. It fits the epitome and the way that franchise is in Boston. To
It's
me,
just a cute, dopey, like a derb type bear. It's just dear
that bear,
life.
that bear has seen some shit. Let's put it that way.
My favorite's the leaf. The Canadian maple leaf.
It's just a leaf.
With huge feet.
I love that. I can't wait to see what they look like colored in, though.
Yes, I have more stuff to add to my little art collection tomorrow coming in the mail. I've only really been into markers, so I've decided to purchase some pencils and fine liners. So the winner
Yeah.
from each division will have a completely finished design once everything is finished voting, and then they will be pitted against each other to find the ultimate mascot.
The ultimate mascot.
Dun, dun,
That's great.
dun.
So let me ask you this. So how's the playlist coming?
Yeah.
That good, eh?
I've been very preoccupied with the mascots that I haven't actually been adding. Or the moment I'll think of a song to add to it, I'm nowhere near my Spotify, or like I forget about it. So it's going. It's getting there. It's just not many. I think there's like 7 songs on it at the moment.
That's okay.
And I think you said you wanted like fucking 50 or something. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on how many stoppages they're going to be in games, they got to play music. So I want them to play your music.
Look, it's getting there, and it'll be well and truly sent to them before the game starts here in Australia.
Okay. I mean, it'll be fun to think about.
I mean, it would
imagine.
be awesome if they actually did it, but there's no way in hell they're going to do it. Unless, like, I don't know, I'll have to, like, get a Twitter thing going and get everyone to share it and tag Rod Laver.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. And I promise a certain instrument won't be named in this episode because I think we've given it far too much publicity lately.
No shit.
We've given it way too much publicity
that all of Australia has combined.
That's a lie.
That is so not a lie. That is not a lie. We don't give a shit about it.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
We don't give a shit about that damn instrument. It's nothing new to us. It's not like you walk down and like you hear it. It's like it's the first time you hear it. You'll hear about it in school here. Like no one cares.
Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. I think
you'd be wrong.
Personally, all right. So now we're gonna talk about it. Personally, I feel like the didgeridoo doesn't get enough respect. Based on the fucking name, because it's so fun to say. I can say that fucking instrument 100 times over and not get sick of it. And number 2, the noise it makes. It's fucking great.
Well, you can take it then.
It's fantastic. I mean,
I'll send you one.
Oh my god, please. I will post video of me playing it.
Yes. All right, that's the next mission is to find a didgeridoo to send to Don. I know where they are, but they get expensive, so I need to figure out how I'm going to get it to you.
You're not buying me a didgeridoo.
Oh, yeah, I am now.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yep. The didgeridoo is coming. Didgeridoo Don, that's your new name.
Oh, I see. You've turned this around on me, and now have given me a name. Okay. Yeah. No, that's not happening at
Oh,
all.
it is now. You want to give that didgeridoo respect? Then you are now Didgeridoo Don.
I don't like it, but I don't like it at all. But if our listeners like it, I'll go by Didgeridoo Don until the game is over.
Oh, no. That is it. That is forever your name.
No.
Yep. You wanted to give more respect. How much more respect can you give it by putting it in your name? You know what we should do? We should legally change your name to Didgeridoo Don.
You need to go to sleep. Like I think you're drinking too much.
All the meds are kicking in.
It's all the meds kicking in at the same time. Didgeridoo Don.
How much more respect could you possibly give it by making it your name?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. But I think I'm over the didgeridoo. I don't think they're gonna.
How convenient.
Now tell me something.
Sure.
If you're sitting at this hockey game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling, watching a game, stoppage and play comes on, and the music is didgeridoo music. How fucking hard are you gonna laugh? Are you gonna laugh?
People are gonna be staring at me from over the other side of the stadium.
Yeah, because
And I'm
I mean,
recording it and I'm sending it to you.
I would hope so. You know, it would be fucking hilarious if they had intermission entertainment and it was just 4 guys that just played the didgeridoo and drank Foster's.
Okay, first of all,
oh fuck,
Foster's isn't drunk here. No one drinks it. It is a shit drink.
That's such a fucking thing.
Yeah, it's not an Australian thing. No one here drinks it.
You know what? Do you want to know what the ad is here for Foster's?
It'll be Australian.
It says Foster's, Australian for beer.
Yeah,
that's literally what it says.
So wrong. You ask anyone here for a Foster's and they're going to look at you funny.
No
one drinks it. No one drinks it. Everyone says it tastes like shit. I don't drink beer anyway, but everyone I know doesn't drink it. No one drinks it. No one likes it. Like, there's many other beers that people will ask for, and no one is ever going towards Foster's.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
because they advertise the fuck out of it.
I know, and we hate it because no one drinks it here.
That's very disappointing.
Have you had it?
Foster's?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, have it first, then you can tell me. Tell me how great it is and why no one here drinks it. But second of all, you saying that there's 4 guys coming out and playing didgeridoo, that happens a few times, I think, as intermission at sporting events.
There?
So I wouldn't put it past it whatsoever. I don't think it would happen, but like it wouldn't surprise me either. Because AFL Grand Finals, there's been a fair few times that they've had people playing the didgeridoo. NRL Grand Finals, there's also an Aboriginal Day here, or I think it's something along those lines, where it's AFL paying respect to Indigenous people, and so they have didgeridoos played then. I think the NRL has a similar day as well. Like, it's pretty standard.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it wouldn't surprise me at all.
That checks out.
Them drinking Foster's is going to surprise me.
I don't know what else is there for them to drink at this point.
Oh, I can list a whole heap of drinks.
Yeah, we know.
What do you mean we know? I don't drink beer and I can still list them.
I'm not from there. I don't know anything. I know Foster's. That's it.
Typical.
Well, all the shit that gets advertised here for Australia, that's one of them, definitely. But I am, like I said, going back to a little bit of hockey before we close out the show. I think the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference quarterfinals can be good. I get what people are saying about ratings, and I understand that, but I don't think we need to look at the ratings right now. I think we need to let's look at the teams that are in the conference finals. And I would say all four of them are not traditionally what people would want to see as Eastern and Western Conference matchups and as possible Stanley Cup matchups.
Mm.
But I look at it like this: as a guy who loves hockey and loves to grow the sport as best he can, that's exactly what this is doing.
Yeah.
You have these giant fan bases now that no one else would have seen otherwise.
Yeah, there's definitely good exposure for them, for sure.
Yeah, I really do think that, and it'll be fun to see, how Florida goes, how Carolina goes. I mean, we know the brand of hockey that both of those teams can play. Same with Dallas and Vegas.
Mm.
Everyone knows the brand of hockey they can play. They're just Vegas is a newer. It's I don't know. It's just going to be an interesting on both matchups.
I just think it's more entertaining because it's teams that no one expected. I feel like, don't get me wrong, it would absolutely be phenomenal to have, I don't know, Rangers and Seattle in a grand final, or sorry, playoffs at the end, whatever you want to call it, right? But
the Stanley Cup Finals, this isn't
everything
rugby.
here is grand final, okay? Leave me alone.
Jesus.
But I think it kind of makes it a little more interesting as well, though, to have teams that weren't expected.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, I would have loved to see Seattle in there. I didn't get my way again, but what are you going to do? But it's still four teams that were unexpected.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, of course. And
I think a lot of people will agree. So it'll be fun to see for sure. And I don't know. I'm not happy with them. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I think that they're bullshit matchups. But I get what the league is trying to do with this kind of matchup now, both of them. And it's going to be fun to see. It's going to be very fast-paced hockey. On both matchups are going to be very fast-paced. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. So I think, from what I understand, is Dallas and Vegas is Friday, and Carolina and Florida is Thursday, from what I gather. So,
yeah, Florida, Carolina is your Thursday, and yeah, Dallas, Vegas is Friday. Yep, correct.
So, yeah, I'll be watching, and I'll be rooting for Florida and Dallas for sure. I mean, I'm not a Vegas guy. I'm still not sold on them, even though they keep continually proving me wrong. So we'll see.
I think Vegas has it. I would like to see Dallas go through, and obviously fuck Florida.
Yeah, her hatred for Florida is strong.
They should have picked a different mascot. I would be in a different position.
No, boy, this is about the mascot. So,
although to be fair, my panther is pretty cute, but we won't go there.
I mean, I think all of them are really good. I'm not gonna lie.
They're okay.
I'll be curious to see what you do next week.
See who wins and next. What was the next division I was doing?
Didn't I say the Central?
Central. Yeah, because I'm having trouble trying to figure out what to do for them. Because they're not easy.
There's some interesting ones coming up for you.
What am I doing for the Wild? Oh, God. We'll figure it out. I mean, the best thing is that you have no idea what I draw. Like, you give your input, but in the end, the drawing is still a complete mystery until I unveil it to everyone.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that totally. So
that's the best part. Is that no one knows but me.
So keep an eye out for those polls, and keep an eye out next week for the Central Division.
The winner of Atlantic and the opening of the Central.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. But I think we're going to close it out because I think that they're sick of hearing the bullshit that we talk about.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, not at all. But guys, thank you so much for listening and shooting us follows. We're astonished at the amount of positive feedback we've gotten.
So much love.
Definitely a lot of the positive feedback, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we love doing it. Sorry if we this week both sound out of it. We both had busy weekends. Ebz is a little under the weather. And
I'm on so many drugs, it's ridiculous. And Don, I think, just
drugs.
out of it.
But thank you guys again for listening.
Yeah.
And you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's Ebony. You thought you got rid of me? Too bad. I'm back. Just here to let you guys know, if you enjoy our banter and our bullshit, come follow us on all our socials. At Shooter Hooters on Twitter and TikTok, or if you're after something different, follow my two podcasts, Film Spark Pod and S&S Nuggies, or Sweet and Sour Nuggies. Mental health, film, hockey, cover it all. Come follow us. Come follow me. Fuck Don. That's all there is to it. Follow the Aussie with the better accent. No, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for listening to us bullshit and banter, and you'll hear from us in a week as per usual. Bye, guys.